So Canon has just announced their new full-frame EOS R mirrorless camera. Is it any good? Hey guys, I'm Nick and welcome back to That Modern Dude, your home for tech and modern lifestyle videos. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing down below. So a few days ago, Canon unveiled their EOS R full-frame mirrorless camera, and as with a lot of camera releases, a lot of people start tossing up the pros and cons on whether or not they should switch from the system they currently have. Now, the biggest hit this year for full-frame mirrorless cameras has got to be the Sony A7III. It's the camera that I purchased. It's a camera a lot of people have purchased. And for video, currently there's no real competitor on the market at this price point. But now with the new EOS R, which is priced quite close to the Sony A7III, people might be wondering to switch. But I'm gonna show you why for video, it's not a good idea. So straight up, the EOS R is based off of the 5D Mark IV sensor, which is quite an old sensor. And I think what people need to understand is that yes, this is a full-frame mirrorless camera, but it's not intended for video purposes. It's just got video functions built in. So we'll quickly rattle off the specs. So the EOS R can record 4K at 30 frames a second. Unfortunately, there is a 1.67 times crop on that. More on that in a sec. It can also do 1080p at 60 frames a second. And unfortunately, it also has no IBIS, so no in-body stabilization. So when we're comparing this to the Sony A7 III, which I know a lot of people are gonna do, there's a lot of factors that put a lot of ticks in the Sony column and not a whole lot in the Canon column. So first thing I'd note is that the Sony A7 III has dual memory card slots, which is a big tick for a lot of people. You know, you can have auto backups of your footage, or if you run out, you can continue to film onto the second card. A big tick for Sony. The EOS R only has the one. Again, like I said with stabilization, the Sony A7 III has in-body image stabilization, as opposed to Canon's new mirrorless. A big tick for the Canon is that it will be able to externally record 10-bit at 422, which means you're gonna be able to get really nice high detailed footage. But if you're shooting in 4K, that footage is gonna be cropped. This is something that drove a lot of people away from the 5D Mark IV when that came out because of the ridiculous crop in 4K mode. And to give you guys an idea of what that's like, I'm currently filming at 35 millimeters. If I was to do a let's say 1.7 times crop on that, it would work out to be about there, which is around 60 millimeters, and you can see it's just ridiculous. I'm gonna put it back. The problem with this is, yes, you can work around it, but with the new lenses announced for the new Canon mirrorless mount, you're not gonna be able to vlog with any of those lenses, right? So the kit lens is a 24 to 105, looks awesome, except that 24 is now more like a 40, and there is no way you could vlog with a 40 millimeter. You would have to go out and buy the adapter and then get one of their 10 mil lenses, 10 to 18, something like that, to get usable footage. And even that is gonna give you quite a tight image. So it's gonna be really hard to record in 4K and get a wide shot. But one big tick for the Canon, which Sony has not done once on their mirrorless line, is the flippy LCD. So you can see yourself when you're filming, and that is really awesome. But after using the Sony A7 III for a while, not having that screen, you kind of get used to it. So yes, the new Canon mirrorless seems to be a really great camera, but if you're getting into filming, whether that's any kind of commercial videography or vlogging or YouTube, I honestly don't think it's a great purchase. It is more expensive than the Sony A7 III, and you get a lot more with the Sony A7 III. And the only things you're really missing out is the 10-bit color reproduction recording, which you won't get on the Sony, and the flippy LCD screen. Now, the flippy LCD, you can buy an external monitor, or if you're like me, you can just trust autofocus. It really, you get used to it after a while. And the 10-bit at 422, it's nice to have, but look, it's not a necessity. It's just it's like the cherry on top. Like I said, I could not recommend the EOS R for people intending to do video work. Photography is another story, and I won't go into that, but quite easily, video, Sony A7 III, without a doubt, I would get that. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, hit that thumbs up button down below and leave a comment as well. I'd love to know what do you guys think of the new Canon mirrorless system? Do you think it's good? Not good? I don't know. Drop a comment. Yeah, until the next one, guys. See ya.